everybody. Welcome back to Beginner Yoga. My name is Joanne. I'm happy to be here with you today. And I'm going to go back to when we were actually meeting in person for a moment. And I'm going to do a little reading from the Pocket Pema Chodron at the beginning of our practice. So find a comfortable seat where you can find length through the spine. Sitting up on a blanket or a prop is useful to give yourself more space in the hips so you can lift up out of the spine while you ground through the hips. So make sure you're feeling nice and open and spacious in the body as you sit for a moment at the beginning of our practice. So we'll close the eyes. Just allow ourselves to center for a few moments here. Checking in with yourself, with the body, how you're feeling today. Just noticing what's going on in your body. Not trying to change anything, but just paying attention. Scanning the entire body, places that are tight or uncomfortable, or maybe you've got some pain, or maybe you feel pretty good. Just taking inventory. And as you do that, you might find that thoughts begin to come into the mind and your mind races a bit. So also just being aware of that. And again, not necessarily changing it, but just noticing. So the whole purpose of yoga is unification. So we join the body and the mind and the spirit if you believe in that. You don't have to. But it's about union so that we're in a state of ease and flow. So we're not resisting things that come up. So the whole point of that, too, is so we can sit in meditation. So we do all these exercises in yoga so that we can find a place of ease and comfort in the body and the mind. So go ahead and close your eyes. Center and ground yourself. You can begin to deepen the breath if you haven't already. Remember to use the full 3-part breath. So we breathe into the belly, bring the breath out 3-dimensionally through the whole body, all the way up to the chest. See if you can feel the breath permeate your entire body as you inhale. And as you exhale, keeping that sense of spaciousness and openness, and just let go of anything you don't need, any tension in the body. Maybe there's a story in your head that you're stuck on. See if you can just let that go with the out-breath. Super simple and powerful practice. So continue to breathe deeply with the eyes closed. And I'm going to read the first entry from this little pocket guide. And it's called The Noble Heart. Bodhicitta is a Sanskrit word that means noble or awakened heart. It is said to be present in all beings. Just as butter is inherent in milk, and oil is inherent in a sesame seed, the soft spot is inherent in you and me. It is said that in difficult times, it is only bodhicitta that heals. When inspiration has become hidden, when we feel ready to give up, this is the time when healing can be found in the tenderness of pain itself. This is the time to touch the genuine heart of bodhicitta. In the midst of loneliness, in the midst of fear, in the middle of feeling misunderstood and rejected is the heartbeat of all things, the genuine heart of sadness. Just as a jewel that has been buried in the earth for 1,000,000 years is not discolored or harmed, in the same way, this noble heart is not affected by all of our kicking and screaming. The jewel can be brought out into the light at any time, and it will glow as brilliantly as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how committed we are to unkindness, selfishness, or greed, the genuine heart of bodhicitta cannot be lost. It is here in all that lives, never marred and completely whole. The noble heart. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose as you fill yourself with fresh oxygen. And as you exhale, relax and let go of anything you don't need. Take a deep breath in, all the way through the whole body. And let's exhale side out through the mouth and let it go. Good, one more time. Inhale completely. And exhale as you let go through the mouth completely. Good, returning your breath to normal, keeping the breath nice and slow and deep, nice and complete. So please listen to your body throughout the practice. If anything hurts, don't do it. Take a break anytime you need in the practice. And let's inhale again, breathe in completely. And exhale, we're going to bow the chin to the chest. So letting your head be heavy here. As you stretch the back of the neck with a nice tall posture still, head is forward, shoulders still back. And taking this opportunity at the beginning of our practice to set an intention or a dedication if you choose for your practice today, repeating it to yourself 3 times. And as you're ready, just begin to gently draw the ear toward the shoulder. Exhale forward. Inhale to the other side. Maybe finding a little more release with each movement, finding a new place to explore and open up the body. Nice and easy and smooth with your movement and your breath. Good, forward. We're going to take it to the side again. Inhale and pause here. Make sure your posture's tall, your shoulders are both dropping. We're going to walk the opposite hand to the side. So whichever side your head is tilted toward, take the other hand away. Walk it out. Create a nice line here. Come onto your fingertips. Find a nice breath in and out, and then we're just going to gently move the neck. So maybe think about drawing a line with the nose, gaze over the shoulder. Inhale as you gaze up. Feel free to look at the video if you need to figure out what's going on, and then try to work at your own pace without looking at the video, so that you can really get the full benefit of the movement. So keep breathing. Inhale, infusing the cells with oxygen and blood. Circulating that good energy. Exhaling as you release anything that you don't need. Tension, stress. So this should feel great. Unless you have an issue going on, and then you're going to want to modify if you need to. So never work in pain. So then we'll bring the head toward the center of the room and drop the chin forward. Inhale, take it to the other side. Open up. Again, check your posture's tall and open. Gently walk the opposite arm to the side. Come onto your fingertips. Feel that nice stretch. Breath in and out. And then find a nice, easy movement, drawing a line with the nose. Up and down. Feeling a nice release through the whole side of the neck, front and back. Smooth, complete cycles of breath. Good, and then we'll slow that down. Bring the head to neutral. Bow the chin as you bring the arm in. And lift the head upright. Good, take a breath here. Observe how that feels. And then we're going to create a little tension and release. So we're going to squeeze the shoulders up by the ears. Squeeze as you inhale. We're going to exhale and sigh it out through the mouth. Nice deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, squeeze. And tighten, exhale. Sigh it out. Good. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Inhale, gather some energy. Sweep the arms up. Lots of intention here, all the way to the fingers. Exhale, past your fingertips. Imagine you're moving through water or mud. So there's a little resistance. And then we're going to, as we inhale, reach back a little bit to open the chest. Keep the spine tall. Don't overarch in the lower spine. Lift up. Exhale, past your fingertips. Arms nice and broad. One more time. Inhale, sweep up behind you a little bit. Good. Exhale, all the way down. Let's inhale again. Sweep it up. Reach up. We're going to interlace the hands at the top here. Press the palms to the sky. Keep the crown tall. Again, try not to overarch in the low back. That's common when you're trying to reach. So we want to keep the spine stacked and tall, the shoulders soft as we press up. So we're grounding and lifting at the same time. Neck should be loose. Take a breath in here. Draw the pinkies back a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch in the armpits and the chest without discomfort. We're going to exhale, flip the hands to face you, and we're going to round through the back. We're going to pull the shoulder blades back behind us. Feel that stretch. Drop the chin to the chest. Hollow the belly. As you inhale, stretch back up tall. Keep the shoulders and the neck soft. Exhale, flip the hands and round. Really pull the shoulders back as you reach the hands toward the screen. If you're facing the screen, inhale up. And exhale, reach. Really pull apart. Good. Inhale, reach, draw the pinkies back, soften your shoulders, breathe in here. We're going to exhale, bring one arm forward and one arm back in a nice tall twist. So the front hand can land on the thigh to give you a little more lift. Reach tall before you twist. Gaze over your back shoulder. So find length and then twist. We're going to take 3 deep belly breaths in our twist to massage the abdominal organs and our digestive organs. Deep breath here. We've got the spleen on this side and the descending colon on this side. So deep belly breath. One more breath. Good. Release back to center. Inhale, sweep up. Interlace the hands again. Press the palms up. Soften your shoulders. Nice and tall here. Keep the spine stacked. Pinkies draw back. Breathe in. Exhale, split the other direction, twisting the other way. Again, you can use the hand here. You can stay here. Totally up to you. Your practice, however you're feeling today. Listen to your body. Find length first, and then gaze to the over the back shoulder. Deep belly breaths here. So we've got the liver gallbladder on the right side, the ascending colon. Take a deep breath in, massaging those organs. Letting go of tension and toxins on the out breath. One more breath here. Slowly release back to center. We're going to inhale again. Sweep it up. Press the palms up. One more time. Soften your shoulders. Neck is loose. Spine is stacked. Pinkies draw behind you. Breathe in. And then we're going to exhale as we break free with the hands all the way down. Slowly. Beautiful. Shrug your shoulders here. Squeeze up and behind you. Twice more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale back. And again, inhale and exhale. Good. I'm going to take and remove my blanket to the side. You can keep it handy if you need. And we're going to come onto all fours on the hands and knees. So you can use the blanket under your knees if you want. You can also make a little doubling up of your mat as well for your knees. So as we age, our knees get a little bit more sensitive than they used to be. So be very mindful of that. Bring your feet parallel behind the knees. You want your knees hip distance apart and your bones nice and stacked. So the hands come under the shoulders and brighten the fingers on the mat. Insides of the elbows shine forward and then create a little micro bend. So the neck is long here. I'm keeping my neck and my spine in alignment. I'm going to take my right toes and untuck them. Stretch the leg out. We're going to press through the calf. Stretching the calf. We're going to inhale, rock onto the toes. If you have allergies, you're going to stimulate your toe tips to activate the sinuses and help alleviate some allergies. So reflexology, we can use the foot. The sinuses are at the tips of the toes. Might be a little uncomfortable, especially if you have allergies, but stimulating that. Exhale, press into the heel, stretching through the calf. Inhale forward again, stimulate the toes. And exhale back. Good, last time, inhale, breathe. And exhale. Come back. So you're stacking your shoulders above your wrists. Activate the back foot, the top of your back foot, and the hands pressing into the mat. Lift the right foot up so it's straight behind you. We're not lifting way up. We're keeping the toes down and pressing through the heel, activating our core a little bit to give us support and strength in this pose. Find a breath. If you want, you're going to add the left arm. So we really need to balance and engage our core here. We want to stretch away from the navel and keep the shoulder plugged in. So don't let it come out and strain the neck. Keep the shoulder plugging in, pressing through the heel. Breathe. You can do it. One last option if you want to add a little strength challenging. We're going to breathe in. And we're going to exhale and draw the knee and the elbow together as we round the spine up a little bit. We're going to inhale and stretch and reach. Exhale, squeeze, elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch. Good, last time, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, lower the hand and the leg. Good, come back to your tabletop. If you need to give your wrists a little shake out, feel free to do that. And then we're going to come back to your nice setup tabletop. Check out how your arms are active, rotating forward, Stretch the left toes out when you're ready. Stretching, pressing through the calf. Keep the neck long. Inhale, come forward and massage your toes. Exhale, press. Inhale, come up. Massage those toe tips. Exhale, pressing through the calf. Toes uncurled. One more time. And exhale. Come back, stack your bones, soften your joints, lift the left leg. Make sure your toes are pointing down, you're not opening through the hip. We're standing on a wall behind us. Activate your core here, breathe. Activate the points on the mat, and then inhale. If you want to challenge yourself, right arm reaches out, breathe. Opposite arm and leg. Exhale, we're gonna squeeze elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch. Find length and space. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. Inhale, reach. And return the hand and the knee. Nice work. So take your big toes together. We're going to take our knees wide apart and push back over the hips. If this is not a comfortable position for you, you can stay on all fours. You can use a blanket behind your thighs, between your thighs and calves, to give you a little more space if it's difficult to sit back. So you're going to let your belly drop between your thighs here. Take a deep breath in and out. Soften your shoulders. From here, we're going to thread the needle. I'm going to take my right arm under my extended left arm, and I'm going to come all the way down to the cheek and the side of the face. Option is to take the extended arm behind you to the back or the inside of the thigh. This is optional. We're going to take 3 breaths here. I want you to think about bringing the breath all the way to your top shoulder blade. Bring it all the way up. One more breath. Good. Unwind. Push back. Switch arms. Left arm comes under the right. Bring the face and the cheek to the floor. Optional, arm reaches back to the small of the back or the inner thigh. 3 deep breaths. Letting go with every out breath a little bit more. Another breath. Excellent. Unwind. Come back. Bow the forehead to the floor. Soften your shoulders. One more breath here. Slowly draw yourself to a tabletop. Bring the knees under the hips. Hands under the shoulders. Take your hands a little bit wide and walk your knees back just a touch. And then we're going to turn the elbows forward again. Bend at the elbow. Hands are firmly on the mat, and you're going to plant your chest right between your hands. So it will feel strange if you're new to this, but we want to keep our elbows close, so we want to actively engage our core as we slowly lower down. So take your time coming down. Chin will come to the floor, chest is between the hands. My glutes are lifted into the air. So it's a great stretch. We're going to let the legs slide underneath us, stretch them out, tops of the feet press to the floor, nice and even. See if you can feel all 10 toes on the mat. Elbows hug toward your ribs and the floor behind you. Chin is down, neck is long. Tilt your tailbone toward your heels slightly. Breathe in and out. Inhale, peel up, using the muscles of the back here. Neck is loose. We're not pressing and powering into the hands, but we're lifting. Maybe even lift your hands to see that the back is doing the work. We're going to breathe into the belly here 3 times. Neck is loose. If you have pain, don't do this. Sometimes you can tilt the tailbone toward the heels and that'll open up the lower back. Good. Exhale, release the hands right next to the chest. Bring your chin down. We're going to come into awkward S pose again from here so you can see how to come into it from the floor. So my chin is down, my elbows are close. I'm going to tuck my toes and I'm just going to inch my knees up like an inchworm. So from here, breathe in. Get some energy. Exhale, press the mat away from you. Good. From here, with our toes tucked, we're going to just peel our hips up slowly to downward dog. So take your time and pedal your feet. Remember all the points of downward dog. So we're opening the insides of the elbows to the front, activating all the surface of the hand. Head is heavy between the arms, tailbone lifts. Pedaling your feet. We're going to slowly stroll it up between the hands. Come to the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. Bow here. So now we're going to shake it out. We're going to find even weight on the feet and we're just going to sway side to side. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Nice and passive. We're going to roll up just a little bit so we can get our hands off the floor. Once your hands come up, let the head be heavy. Tailbone's tucked. If this is painful, don't do it. We're going to swing one arm in some circles. So make some nice dangly circles, loose circles with one arm. Reverse. So just, you can even pull that other arm. So create a little space here by reaching, retracting that shoulder up as the head is heavy and let the arm dangle in a circle. Good. We'll switch sides, so we'll pull up through the back of the other shoulder blade as we let that arm dangle and make some circles. This should feel really good. Reverse. Nice and relaxed. Good. And then slowly allow yourself to peel all the way up. Shrug your shoulders here at the top. Open your chest. Come into mountain pose. Stack everything above your heels. Engage your core, lift your quads a little bit. Nice sturdy body here, nice strong mountain pose. Allow the knees to be soft. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms back behind us and up. As we exhale, we're going to lead with our chest and swan dive, lengthen the spine, over the legs, and fold. We're going to inhale, come halfway up, so make your spine parallel to the floor. Maybe activate the hands on the legs and open your chest. Neck is long. Exhale, fold. Roll it up, inhale, hang forward. Nice and tall, mountain pose. Inhale, reach back. Deep breath in, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back, open your chest. Exhale, fold. Roll it up. Open the chest. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back, open the spine. Nice and long. Exhale, fold. Maybe your legs are softening and warming up. Roll it up. Inhale. Shrug your shoulders and open your chest. I'm going to face you guys. You can stay at the front of the mat. I'm going to turn to face you, and then I'll turn to the side so you can see as well. So now I'm going to come down as if I'm sitting in a chair. This is called fierce pose or thunderbolt. It's a pretty intense pose. So we're going to get a little bit of heat from this, which is good. Just if it hurts again, don't do it. So my thighs, my legs are parallel and hip distance. I'm going to sit back as if I'm sitting in a chair behind me, but there's no chair there. So I'm keeping the weight toward the heels here as I keep my sternum and chest lifted. We're going to inhale, the arms reach. Again, soften the shoulders into the back. Find your breath. You want to keep your tailbone tilting toward the floor. So again, we're not overarching in the back and spilling our pelvis forward. We want to keep it nice and open and loose. So now I'll turn to the side so you can see how that looks. So we're not here, we're here. Opening up the chest, soft shoulders, lots of heat building here. Breathe. A lot of weight on the quads. Neck should be loose, shoulders loose. So you don't have to come this far. If this is difficult, you can come up. Still, we want to challenge ourselves. Find your edge, but don't hurt yourself. Breathe. We're going to pulse. Inhale, reach, grow tall. And we're going to exhale and sink again to our chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Building some heat. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Inhale, stretch up. Lower the arms by the side. We're going to try to take a little twist. So I'll face you again. We're going to sink into our chair pose. Find your chair pose. You're going to bring your hands to your heart. I'm going to step my feet a little closer together. I want to keep my knees together. I'm going to lift up out of the sternum. Breathe in, grow tall. As I exhale, I'm going to twist. So I'm going to try to place my right elbow outside of my left thigh. And then if that doesn't work, that's okay. You can just take it wherever you want to be. You don't have to come fully into the pose, just try. And then we're going to press the top arm into the bottom to really try to get the sternum to the hands. Notice my knees are still together. So it's common for the knee to splay out. Try to keep the knees together as you twist. Breathe. You can open the arms here as an option. Find length in your spine. One more breath. Woo, lots of heat. Good. Release. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, stand. Give yourself a break. Lower the arms. Shake it out a little bit. Nice work. I know that's a lot of work. And if you can't fully come in to this pose, it's okay. You can just sort of make the effort in the twist while you're sinking. Try to keep the knees together. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink into your hips. So I'll show from the side this time. We're going to sink. Spine is long, shoulders back. Breathe. As you exhale, hands to heart and prayer pose, thumbs to sternum. Inhale, find length. Exhale, this time twist to your right. Left elbow, right leg. Check your knees. Pressing the top arm into the bottom. Bring the chest to the thumbs. Find length through your spine, so you shouldn't strain the neck or shoulders here. Breathe. Good. One more breath, guys. I know this is a lot. You can do it. Good. Unwind. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, stand and rise. Exhale. Let it go. Good. Shake it out. Nice work. Let's come to the front of the mat. Feet hip width. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands this time next to your feet. Take your right foot back behind you and lower your hips so you're in a nice lunge here. We're going to plant the right hand next to your left foot. We're going to do just a nice open, easy twist. Inhale, peel your left arm up and reach. Keep pressing through the back heel. Keep the hips down. Nice opening in the chest, breathe in. Good, exhale, bring that hand down. If it's difficult for you to reach the floor, I encourage you to use a block or a prop if you can't find that open space. So using props so that are sturdy that you can do that. And then I'm going to lift my hips so I can bring my left foot back to meet my right. Come to downward dog. You can always come to tabletop and child's pose anytime. Good, so I'm going to bend the right knee, bend both knees, and then you can walk the foot up or pull it forward. We're going to take the right foot through. So now I've got my left hand down and my right foot forward, and then peel up. Again, keep the hips down, spiking the energy through the back heel, and peel up. Nice open twist. If you're here, maybe you need to come up on something so that you can open up. See if you can find that space. Always trying to create space in the body with yoga, not crunching things, creating space and openness. Breathe nice and deep. Good, exhale, slowly return the hand, lift the hips, right foot comes back to downward dog or tabletop. Good, from your downward dog or your tabletop, you're gonna align shoulders above wrists, if they're not there already. Drop your knees. Again, we'll plant the chest between the hands, coming down to awkward S pose. Slide in to a cobra, inhale. Lift, again, neck is loose. Lift the hands. Glue the feet. One more breath. Good, lower the hands. Chin comes down, and then we're gonna push back into child's pose. Let's bring the arms by the side. Allow the shoulders to relax, forehead down, if this is comfortable. Good, walk your hands out. Inhale, come into tabletop. From here, we'll exhale, come into downward dog. Take your time. Good. From downward dog, we're just going to take the right leg high in the sky, three-legged dog. Make a couple circles with your big toe. Reverse your circles. Keep that left leg pressing back. You're going to bend the right knee. You can open up through the hip here a little bit, have some fun. And then we're going to inhale and bring the bent knee up between nose to knee. Inhale, squeeze up. And then we're going to plant the right knee down between the hands for pigeon pose. Left leg will stretch straight back. If this bothers your knee, don't do it. Come on to fingertips. Give yourself some space. We're going to activate the knife edge of the right foot into the floor. Make sure the left foot is straight back and you're not twisting your ankle. Activate the toes into the floor. Inhale, open your chest and breathe into the lungs here. To the front of the body, open up nice and deep. Exhale, slowly walk down to wherever you want to be in pigeon. You can stay here, or you can come to your forearms, stack fists to rest the third eye, or hands, or all the way down. Real important in the pigeon to make sure you're not sitting on your hip. Most of us will not be doing that. You want to make sure your hips are equidistant to the mat, your hip bones. So activate the knife edge of your right foot. Couple breaths here, nice and deep. See if you can soften the brow and the shoulders here. Letting go of tension in that hip. Keep breathing. One more breath here. slowly walk our hands back to frame the knee. Come onto fingertips here. Open the chest, draw the shoulders back, looking toward the sky. Breathe in deep. Exhale as you plant your hands. Tuck your back toes and make your way to tabletop or downward dog. Pedal your feet out if you're in downward dog. Check out all your list of things to make sure you're activating in your downward dog. We'll take our left leg high in the sky. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think I did a video where we're going to make circles with the toe, where I went over all the different points of downward dog. Nice little tutorial. Reverse your circles. Good. Stretch the leg up and bend the knee. Heel toward the glute. Opening up. Keep the right leg pressing back. Shoulders nice and even, hopefully. Inhale. Squeeze the knee up. Squeeze the nose and knee together. Hover for just a moment before you plant the leg down. Back leg straight behind you again. Nice and active on the top of the foot, toes active. Come onto your fingertips here. Come onto the knife edge. Activate this side of your foot into the floor. Open the chest. Breathe in. Nice and deep. Exhale. Make your way down to pigeon. Again, make sure here your hip points are equidistant to the mat. Finding the arm position that you found on the other side if that's accessible. Or modify if you need. If this hurts your knee, don't do it. Find your breath. Soften through the brow and the shoulders and the face. Releasing your hip. Slowly walk your hands back. Inhale as you rise. Come to your fingertips here. Open your chest. We're going to breathe in nice and deep here. As you exhale, plant your hands. Tuck your back toes. Make your way to tabletop or downward dog. Pedal your feet if you're in downward dog. Notice how that feels in the hips. Take a breath in and out. Beautiful. So any way you'd like to come back to the front of your mat, you're welcome. You can walk up, you can hop up or step up. Maybe you want to try to lunge forward. Anything that's comfortable for you. Bow over the legs when you get to the top and hang here. Tuck your tailbone, roll yourself up, upper body's passive. Shrug your shoulders at the top, open the chest, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, lower the arms by the side. Face you guys. So we're going to try a balance pose, and we're going to try the dancer today to stretch our quads since we did a lot of work in that chair pose. So for the dancer, you can use a wall if you need, or a chair nearby if you need a little support. That's totally acceptable. Starting in mountain pose. So for balance, we want to fix our gaze anywhere on the floor that's not going to move. We want to center and ground. So sometimes it's nice to visualize strings or roots going from the sole of the foot into the core of the earth. That gives us a nice visual for attachment to the earth and balance. And then I'm going to start my right hand thumb back. So I'm going to turn my hand so the thumb is reaching behind me. My left leg will be my standing leg to start. We're going to micro bend the knee. Visualize that root grounding you into the earth. Nice and tall mountain pose. And as you're ready, you're going to swing the right foot into the hand. So we're catching the instep of the foot here, not not the outside. So see if you're holding the inside of your foot. Soft knee, we're going to take the left arm up for a counterbalance. If you fall out anytime, it's no big deal. Just try again, starting from the beginning. Soften your shoulder, breathe in. And then as you're ready, you're going to kick the foot into the hand and hinge at the hip for dancer. So again, find your vision, extending here, creating space. Breathe and open. So this should feel a nice stretch in the shoulder and the quad, kicking into the hand. Breathe. Nice softness to your pose. One more breath. We'll slowly come out and release. Lower the arm. Good. Shake it out. Forget about it. We'll try the other side. So maybe I'll show you from the side this time. So starting in the mountain pose, and again, you want to fix your gaze. So once you feel like you've got all the points to the pose, don't worry about the video. See if you can do it. Taking the left hand out, thumb back. Making a little cup for your hand. Fix your gaze, shift the weight to the opposite leg, and make sure you're micro bending the knee. Envision those roots going down into the earth. I think that's very helpful. And then as you're ready, swing the foot into the hand, holding the instep of the foot. Opposite arm reaches up, ground your shoulder. Find your breath, breathe in. As you're ready, kick the foot away and hinge at the hip. Reaching far apart. Find your breath. Create space in the body. Good. One more breath. Slowly hinging up. Release the foot. Release the arm. I should have said at the beginning, if you need a strap or a towel, you can do that to hold the foot. You can use a wall if you want to practice that. That's totally fine. So we'll come back and shake it out a little bit. Okay, mountain pose. Take a breath. And let's bring it down to the mat. So you can come down however you like. I'm going to come down through a squat. I'm going to reach my arms out. See if I can keep my spine tall. Let my feet spill off the edge of my mat and slowly lower down. So if this is not comfortable, you don't have to do it. I'm going to take a brief squat here. Elbows inside thighs. Lift the sternum. Good. And then slowly we'll come all the way down if you haven't already. Good. Lifting the flesh away from your sitting bones. Stretching the feet. Draw the toes toward the sky, pressing the heels into the earth. You can bend the knees here a little bit if you need, or you can sit up on a block or a blanket if you need to get length through your spine. So if you can't sit up tall here, use a prop. So take a breath. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up, sweep up. And then we're going to exhale and reach, hinge at your hips. See if you can lengthen through your spine, lead with your chest until you can't reach anymore. When you get to your point of extension, let the hands land anywhere they want without straining the shoulders. Keep the shoulders back. Don't worry about reaching your feet. Maybe you're bent here, that's fine. Breathe in, find length, exhale, see if you can soften and release. Maybe you can stretch your legs. Maybe you can reach your feet without straining the shoulders. We're thinking about kind of laying ourselves flat on our legs, so we want to have a nice long spine to begin. Nice open chest. And then once you feel you've reached your stretch, if you want, then you can relax the head and round the spine. Stretching through the back here. So initially we're working on our hamstrings more. We're lengthening and stretching our hamstrings. Lifting the flesh from the glutes, feeling that all the way down the back of the leg. And then maybe round your forehead. That brings the stretch into the spine. Another breath or two here. Soften with every out breath. Nice and slowly, we'll slowly rise up. Walk your hands back. Sit up tall. Take your hands now behind you. Fingers can point toward the back of the mat or towards your hips. Make sure your arms are underneath your shoulders. Beginners, most of us, bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. More advanced students, if you're here, you can stretch the legs out and keep the legs straight and come to a reverse plank. This is more challenging. If you're new, keep the feet hip distance, reverse tabletop, lift the hips. Stretch the chest up. Don't drop the head back, keep the neck long, breathe. Good, exhale slowly on down. Stretch your feet out, lift the flesh. We're going to have our hands on top of our thighs. We're going to try to keep our heels glued to the floor as we unfurl to the mat. So one vertebra at a time, using your core strength to slow your roll all the way to the floor. Good. Once you get to the back of the mat, take a deep breath in and out. Sigh it out. Good. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest. Squeeze the knee in. Reclining twist. You're going to take the bent right leg across to the left, rolling onto your left hip. Arm can reach out, palm down. If you're comfortable, the gaze can turn to your extended arm. Nice twist here. So finding length through the body. See if you can soften your shoulder and your face. Take a deep breath in and out. Another breath. Letting go. Slowly draw the knee back to your chest as you come back to center. Squeeze that knee in one more time. Exhale, send the leg out. We'll draw the other knee in. Left knee in, squeeze it in. Nice squeeze, make sure the back is neutral to begin. Squeeze the knee in, and then slowly take your twist. Draw the knee across the body. Opposite arm reaches out, palm down. You can gaze to that extended arm if that's comfortable for the neck. Find your breath, deep belly breaths in your twist, softening the face and the shoulder. Letting go of tension. We'll slowly come back to center. Squeeze that knee again. One more time, squeeze in. We're going to draw the right knee in to meet the left. Squeeze both knees in. Maybe rock around a little bit. Maybe make some circles on your back. Squeeze in. Slowly reach down for maybe your ankles. If you can reach the feet. If you can't, you can hold on to the thighs. Maybe the hands reach the ankles. Flex the feet so that imagine you're standing on the ceiling. And we're trying to draw the tops of the thighs toward the floor. So we've got a dynamic move here. And we're neutralizing the back body and the spine. So you want your tailbone connecting to the earth, your shoulder blades connecting to the earth. So to reach the feet, you have to be like this. You're not doing it right. So you want to be here, open, creating space, neutralizing the back of your body. Connecting to the earth as you press a little bit in to the feet. So opening through the hips. Let's rock a little bit side to side in our happy baby. Steady yourself back to center. See if you can draw the tailbone and shoulder blades down. Neck is neutral. Back of the head is on the mat. You also shouldn't be straining the neck to have the head down. If you are, bring yourself a little prop under the head. Breathe in and out. We'll slowly bring the soles of the feet together to release them down to the earth for a brief cobbler's pose. You can support your hips if you need, or hands on the thighs if you want more stretch. Soles of the feet connecting, creating a nice circuit of energy through the whole body. Breathe in and out. Hands come outside of the thighs, lift the knees. Feet come mat width apart if you like. Let the legs fall toward the center. If your back feels pretty comfortable, you want to stretch all the way out on the mat, you can. Feet hip distance, mat width apart. Toes flop out to the sides. We're going to take our shoulders back behind us a little and away from our ears. To open the chest, palms will face the sky, fingertips relax. Again, back of the head is neutral. Rock your head side to side. Close your eyes. And take a deep breath in and out of the nose. Sinking into the mat, letting go of everything completely. Relax your entire body. Relax. 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 Keep relaxing on the back. Allowing thoughts to pass. Softening with each out breath a little further into the mat. Connecting to your noble heart. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and rock your head side to side, bringing awareness back into your body. And I always encourage people to stay in Savasana longer if you have time. And if you're ready, we'll slowly bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. And gently roll onto the right side of your body, coming to a fetal position for a moment to notice any changes in the body and the mind between now and the beginning of your practice, and maybe recalling any intention or dedication you might have set for your practice. Just take a moment on your side to allow the blood to refill the heart. And using your left hand to push yourself back up to a nice comfortable seat. We'll sit up nice and tall, floating on the spine here. Let's inhale as we sweep our arms up together. Nice deep breath in. Gather that good energy, bring it to your hands and down to your heart. Bow to yourself for practicing today. We'll bow to one another.